So everything, man, everything electronic you had got hacked. How is that even possible?
I have no idea, man. And I told you, weird shit's been going on. So it's really fucking weird that it kind of all culminated in that. And then that fucking message that you got is blowing my fucking mind. Like, we're recording now, right?
Yes, we are, sir. Hey, everybody.
Oh, hey guys.
Look who I found.
I'm sorry that you guys got worried about me, and I appreciate the concern, but either one of you guys are a dirty fucker and does the best me impression this side of my house, or someone else is a dirty fucker and they're using some sort of weird technology to modulate my voice, or emulate, using technology to emulate my voice, and I don't appreciate it.
Using a modulator to emulate your voice.
Yes, emulate the modulation, or modulate the emulation. Just stop stealing my voice, god damn it.
I should have known better. I mean, just being somebody who knows how to mess with sound, how it was too noisy in the background. It's just like the photos, the dirtier it is, the easier it is to mess with.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I mean, my wife's work, somebody lost one of their bags and it had very private information in it. So they had like a tech security company come in and set up fucking defense like a movie, just super unhackable stuff. And they gave all the employees like this lifetime, I don't know, internet crime protection shit. And I swear to God, every other month we get an alert. Someone's tried to steal your identity. So maybe
that would unnerve the shit out of me.
Yeah, but I mean,
I would not be happy about that.
Dude, when it first happened, we got all freaked out and we started reading about it, and it's just how it is, I guess, and depending on where you live. But I mean, it happens so much to where it's just not like a worry anymore.
Well, I mean, this is pretty fucking worrying.
Oh yeah.
It's, this all my shit got hacked. Like I couldn't sign in to my computer, let alone sign into Skype. The only thing that didn't get hacked was my work computer.
Dude, you know what? Remember when we tried to record before this happened, how literally nothing we were doing worked at all? Like, first it was your computer, and then your Skype wouldn't work, and then my computer stopped, and then Skype stopped working.
Yeah, and it just froze, and then you couldn't fucking export the show.
What was that about?
Yeah.
I even put up a video of me daisy chaining all my computers to the mixer, and I'm glad that worked. Now I know that'll work, but holy shit, that's never happened. We've been doing this 6 years now. That has never happened. I've used the same program for 6 years.
Yeah, it's really weird. And then the fucking voice message that's me, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, I gotta...
That is, I don't know how many of you guys have ever experienced anything where someone has been able to perfectly replicate your voice, but it's really fucking creepy.
Do you think somebody could have got a hold of some old SCP stuff?
No, because that wasn't anything. That was very specific. That definitely wasn't an SCP reading.
Yeah, I thought we'd be safe by being stupid and goofy.
Well, see, the weird thing is that some of this stuff on that is oddly accurate to what has I did that whole episode like a month or two ago about how everything's connected, and there's it's a big rabbit hole. But then again, if you're a listener of the show, you would know that shit anyway. But it's weird that he mentions some dude following me and things like that, because that stuff is not happening. I'm not being followed. I'm not being tailed by anybody unless this person that's leaving the message is tailing me without me knowing it.
Ooh.
And I didn't even really think about that. What if he's like doing that as kind of like a warning?
Oh no.
That's creepy, man.
I don't know. I want to pick apart that recording physically with some audio equipment.
Yeah.
And see if I can find interruptions and stuff, like piecing together parts of your voice.
It's really fucking creeping me out though, man. Like hearing my voice talk and know that it wasn't me that did it. It's really creepy though. And the other weird thing is that he got my cadence down too.
Yeah.
It was fucking me. It was so creepy. But
somebody actually made mention of that. They're like, Mike's tone is a little deadpan and it's easy to replicate. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so weird though. But I know that someone did it with Joe Rogan recently too.
Yeah,
but it just seems weird. Why would someone do it about me or like and send it? It's so fucking weird.
Well, I mean, anybody can send me a message on Skype. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but
oh God, you just opened the floodgates.
Yep, I'm gonna get 2 dick pics and you guys suck. But that's probably an app now that can pull something off. Pretty impressive.
There's a Speak Like Mike app. Just talk into your phone and it will translate you into Mike.
So you say some weird stuff's been going on, and I haven't been bringing it up to you just because I want to be more sure of things the older I get, and I've been waiting for something a little bit more potent than what usually goes on around me to happen. But I've been having a lot of odd stuff go on around me too. What type of stuff are you experiencing?
Well, I've been experiencing a lot of the things in the periphery that we've talked about before, but like seeing figures rather than just like holes in the sky like I used to see, or like swarms of insects. But it's really just seeing figures out of the corner of my eye. And then I turn and they're not there, and then that's that. But it's not like. It's not like, oh, I'm seeing something mundane that in my periphery is just taking on the shape of a humanoid, because I can see the things that would be there otherwise in my periphery as well. But then as soon as I turn, the thing that's standing among that stuff is gone, and it's something that I used to experience a lot. So it's not really anything that I'm weirded out about. And because it's in my periphery, there's kind of doubts in my mind that it's anything other than my brain playing tricks on me. But there's also been the cases where things will be missing from the place where they were, and we'll go looking around for everything, and then it's always in the first place we looked.
Okay, so we got to talk a little bit before we started recording. We kind of just called each other on Skype and pressed record. That's so freaky, man. I mean, this is exactly the same thing I'm experiencing. No joking, no gagging, no bullshit, no being overexcited or extravagant about it. And this has been going on for me since before we talked about the Hellier stuff and watched that documentary. It happened before we talked to Jade. But it's literally the corner of the eye shit being more prominent. Instead of it flicking away, it seems to be flicking at me, and it's happened so much and so vividly. It's like made me jump and drop something a couple times, and it's like a barrage. I've almost made an appointment for my eyes because I thought I was getting old and my eyes were finally going out. My whole family wears glasses except me, so I was like, oh, it's time. I don't know. I kind of got a couple glimpses of stuff that, like you said, it was the shape of a person, almost like a shadow person. And they're as vivid as that shadow person that I've talked about with seeing its eyeballs and its teeth. It's been pretty scary a couple times. And as far as losing shit and seeing it, I mean that's happening so much here that it's like living in a reenactment from Unsolved Mysteries. Like, I feel like a cute little old lady who's come home from the grocery store, walks in the kitchen and sets down a bag and turns around and the bag's gone. But when she looks around and turns around again, the bag's there. It's stuff like that obvious. Like my phone, PS4 controller, a wireless mouse. I'll be using it and I'll get up to get something to drink and I come back and it's gone. And I'll look all over for 15 or 20 minutes. And when I get back to where I'm working and the computer is, it's where it should be. It's on the fucking mouse pad.
Yeah, that earlier this week that happened to both my girlfriend and I in the exact same day, and our phones were in the exact same spot when it happened. So there was this white box that was sitting on my counter. It was just a small white box, and I left it there because I needed to bring it to work with me, and I had my phone setting on top of it. I needed my phone I don't even remember what I needed it for. I had to get my phone and I couldn't find it. I came out to where it was. Didn't see it. Looked in my room, looked in my kid's room, looked in my living room, went out to my car, could not find my phone. Come back, it's exactly where I looked the first time. And then later that evening, my girlfriend had her phone there. Exact same spot on the box, did the exact same thing. Comes back, there it is.
I don't know what that means. I mean, when that happens, like I don't even want to mention it to like my wife or something like that. Like, dude, that was just there and it was gone and then now it's there again, because it sounds dumb. If somebody comes up to me and says that, they obviously weren't paying attention. They're stoned. They're tired. They're just 1,000 things that could be before I think that's a spooky experience or paranormal experience, if we even want to go that far. But it's just happening so much and so blatantly that it's either that or I'm fucking crazy.
Maybe you are.
Oh, maybe I am.
Maybe you're just blind.
It's something interesting that kind of happened a few months ago. I'd say about a month ago. My mom went on vacation, so I would stop by her house to check on the house and make sure everything's okay. She has pets. I'd check on her pets. And I've talked on this show many times about how weird and how active her place is and how creepy it is. And I usually go to like one or two areas in that house, and I don't go walking around or go to any other rooms. It's an older house. It was my grandmother's, so we were taught from a very young age to not go in there, don't touch that. So it's just, I don't know, leftover residual memories of I don't go in there. And I went there to check on everything, and I was by myself, and I decided just to walk around the house and kind of close my eyes and just listen to see what I can hear and see what I can feel. And I didn't get anything too impressive as far as feelings went. I didn't get any weird sounds that normally happen there. And I didn't project any type of, if there's anybody here, fuck you, this is our house, and nothing like that. I know.
Yeah, right. You gelled your hair and put on your tightest black shirt, and you went in there talking shit.
Rolled up a pack of cigarettes in my sleeve. But I just was totally chill, just walking around. I wasn't interrogating. I wasn't even investigating. I was just observing. I would say about a week after they got back, my mom called me and she said, "Did you do something to the house?" And I was like, "What did you mean, do something to the house?" And she's like, I don't want to know." But she says it's never been that quiet ever in 20 something years. There's no sounds, there's no odd feelings, there's no feeling of a presence from anybody else, and that place is usually packed with that type of stuff. Like I said, it's so busy, it's frustrating to be there sometimes. And I haven't been back since, just been busy, but I'm interested to go back and check that out and just see how quiet it is. Maybe talk to my mom a little bit more about that, but I found that interesting because I didn't do anything, and I kind of know what to do if I wanted to mess with that type of shit. I mean, I've had to do stuff like that before. I'm well aware what I would have to do, and I didn't do anything like that. So does that mean something attached itself to me? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, it's on your back. It's taking you for a ride.
It's swinging its little cowboy hat in the air.
It's putting its balls on your face.
Oh, God.
Right now, as you speak, its balls are resting on your face.
Ooh, speaking of that, guys, we've gotten a couple really fantastic entries as far as artwork of holographic and interdimensional creatures. Better get yours in.
When did we say the deadline was?
I don't know.
I forgot.
We'll look. I think it's at the end of the month. So is that the extent of the experiences you're having? I mean, how vivid are these periphery type entities that you are seeing?
Well, so there was this one thing. Oh, God. All right. So I'm going to sound like a fucking nutcase here. Like I talk about some weird shit that I've seen, but at least that's like normal weird shit, like a UFO or like a fucking ghost. I a long time ago, I would say maybe 15 years ago, maybe a little more. I was seeing a lot of weird shit in my periphery around that time. And there was this one time I was sitting in my car in the driveway, and out of the passenger window, I saw this thing. It looked like a crescent shaped head, and it was yellow with black stripes like a bee. Like I wouldn't say it had like a bee face, but it was striped like a bee. And I guess because it was crescent shape, it kind of took on the appearance of like a pissed off hornet or something.
What do you mean like a crescent, like a U,
like a crescent moon?
Like, was it sideways like that, like the hook sideways, or was it shaped like a U or a C?
No, like sideways.
Oh wow,
yeah. And but it was like, I mean, when you're in your car and there's someone standing next to your car, you can see that, and that's exactly how this was. But then I turned and there was nothing there, and this is something that I saw twice recently.
Oh wow! Wait a minute, a reappearance of the same entity?
Yeah.
Whoa, and that's
but it was just my periphery though, so there's no real evidence of it, and nothing really convincing other than the fact that it seemed like it was really there.
Okay, so now with hearing something like that, I'm just gonna say, guys, we didn't really put hexes in the Patreon prizes a couple months ago. Do you think somebody's put a hex on us, Mike?
Maybe.
Do we have like a paranormal tale?
Yeah, it's the Men in Black, but instead of aliens, they're associated with demons.
Oh God. Maybe you talked about the Church of Satan too much, bro. Thanks. Now you got a bumblebee demon following you around work.
I wish it was a bumblebee. Bumblebees are all fuzzy and they look so happy all the time.
What if it just wanted to make love, though? And nobody can see it but you, and you're just like, no, get out of there. Oh.
It's not my type.
It's not going to take no for an answer. It's a demonic bee.
I think it's just striped, though. I don't think it's an actual bee.
That is so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, again, it was in my periphery, so while it seemed real, it could have been not real too.
Well, see, that's the thing with those periphery type entities. I don't think any of them are, quote, real. I don't think they belong there. I think they're hiding where they live and kind of poke out. I don't know. It just seems like the ones that I'm seeing now are trying to scare me. And we've talked about how activity comes in these big waves. And I got to be honest, I haven't felt a big wave in a couple of years. And it just, maybe that's what's going on. But they're charging towards me like that shadow person I saw come down the stairs.
But they're only charging at you in your periphery?
Yes.
Well, that's even more. Oh, God. At least my shit, the thing is just standing there.
Oh no, mine are they're running at me like I was cooking dinner earlier tonight, and it was like
It must have smelled really good, and they were just hungry.
hamburger helper, thank you.
Makes a great meal.
And it just seemed I was standing there by the stove cooking food, and looking at the food out of the corner of my eye, it looked like somebody was like, I didn't see them hiding in the corner, but it looked like they were hiding behind the wall and jumped in the doorway to the kitchen, and it made me jump. It was like I half expected to see one of my kids there going, trying to scare me. But I don't like that shit. I don't like people hiding behind shit and jumping out and scaring people. And I've taught my kids that don't do that. That's not a fun game. I don't, scaring the shit out of people is not fun. So they don't do that. So that's why I only half expected it to be one of my kids. But it's stuff like that. Stuff coming around the corner towards me fast.
And is it like a shadow, like a dark mass?
Yes, it's a dark mass. Sometimes there's like light parts in it. Maybe the formation of some type of clothes or something. One I can tell had longer hair, shaggy, longer hair.
Was it Bigfoot?
No, it was more like a shit. I don't know, just like ratty chick's hair. I almost want to think of like a peasant dress, like a poor peasant person from that time, from like
or a crackhead.
No, not that bad, not that cracky, but I don't know. It's like I would consider it a step up above just the periphery entities and under a full shadow person, because the shadow people I've observed stay longer, the encounters are longer, and these things are acting like the periphery things. Like once you notice it, it's gone, but they're coming at me.
Next time one charges at you, don't look at it and see what happens.
You got it.
Yeah. But if you die, I'm really sorry.
No.
I didn't want you to die. But I'm curious what would happen if it would just like get like really close to your face, and maybe it'll whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Mateo, you look lovely today.
Maybe, I mean, with the one that went down the stairs, that encounter, it happened so fast that I didn't get to kind of react to him till the end. So maybe that's why the encounter was so long. Maybe and that time, I didn't get to face it completely. That time I didn't notice it in time to full on look at it. And like I said, it rushed me. It knocked me off a chair. Maybe it'll just do that. Maybe it'll pass through me and I'll be covered in some green slime.
Oh, maybe. It'll say, ah. And then you'll scream like a little Sally, and then it'll slime all over you.
And I'll scream, "Bustin' makes me feel good."
Oh.
Someone hit us up on Twitter and said the actual soundtrack to the Ghostbusters album is called "Bustin' Makes Me Feel Good." So that I was vindicated. I felt good.
Coincidentally, that's also the name of the porn parody.
Really?
No, but it would be perfect if it was. Maybe it is. I don't know. Is there even a Ghostbusters porn parody?
There's
gotta be.
There's
a parody of everything.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately.
Human porn's weird, man.
Porn is weird. I have a weird theory about porn.
What's your weird theory, Mike?
I think that it has to be there. It has to be allowed. I think that, I don't know, if there's something to where horrible shit slips into it so much. You hear about bestiality stuff. Unfortunately, with human trafficking, there's videos with minors all over the goddamn place. It's become a $1 billion industry. And
see, I feel like you just tied a lot of things together that don't necessarily belong together. You threw an underage sex, bestiality, and then $1 million industry all in the same thing.
Well, I mean, my point is that I think that an industry that subsequently produces so much shit that's supposed to be illegal and horrible, it still exists, is because the whole thing's allowed to exist. I think after you read about stuff, and it sucks that Ted Bundy's all popular now, but he's like the best example. I think that they allow that shit to let those types of people pacify themselves on that shit. I think that if all porn was eradicated, there'd be a huge explosion of serial killers all over the planet.
Just a bunch of sexually frustrated motherfuckers.
Yeah, they can't see chicks get choked or spit on their face or, you know, all that wonderful shit that's around today.
Or dudes. Don't leave the dudes out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Getting kicked in a junk with high heels on or
Yeah.
all that
getting
stuff.
a DDT into a bed of thumbtack. Oh, wait, that's something different.
No, there's that in porno too. I mean, geez.
There's DDTs in porn.
Oh, yeah. There's wrestling
man.
porn.
Well, I know that China was involved.
Oh, God. I loved her. I forgot that she was dead, and I was reading something. The
Yeah,
other day.
that's
I
a
was like,
bummer, man.
Whoa, yeah. It happened so fast. Her little decline. It was upsetting.
Yeah, she's like, I'm in wrestling, I'm in Playboy, I'm in porn, I'm in doing drugs, I'm dead.
I'm in wrestling, I'm in Playboy, I'm in porn, I'm in rehab.
I'm in dead.
I'm in a coffin. That sucks, yeah.
Yeah, no. She was really good. And I'm glad she's finally in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Even if it's not just by herself, at least she's there.
For sure.
And that's awesome.
God damn.
How the hell did we get talking about
I don't know.
China?
I don't know. I don't fight it anymore. I let the randomness wash over me.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we were talking about before we went down this road.
Me neither. But an interesting little tidbit, guys. We're going to do an update on Dyatlov Pass. And we've come across a Dyatlov Pass video game. And we might stream us playing this video game. I've only got to check it out a little bit, but it's pretty freaking cool. And I like where they're going with it.
So long as I don't get hacked again. Dude, I did I tell you they got my fucking PlayStation as well?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it work anymore?
Yeah, it works. I had to like my old account is gone now. I had to create a whole new account.
Oh man.
But the system still works, so that's good. But
yeah.
all my progress and all my games and shit is gone.
Oh my god, and you have 52 billion years in Skyrim?
No, that was on my Xbox 360, which I don't even own anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I had so many hours in Skyrim. That was ridiculous.
I wish the Elder Scrolls Online didn't suck so bad, because could you imagine a bunch of us playing Skyrim Online together?
Oh, man.
How fun that would be.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I can get a fucking someone to emulate my face in the game.
I am an expert. I don't know if you know this, but I am a professional at shooting arrows in deer's buttholes in Skyrim.
I've seen the evidence.
Yeah, go to our Instagram, guys. It just wouldn't stop happening. First time ever. I played Skyrim for a decade, and I've never gone hunting. I decided to go hunting, and every animal I shot, got it in the turd cutter. Not even on purpose. I shot one deer. It ran away so far, it like literally ran out of field of landscape generation. It disappeared, and I shot anyway. And guess where it went? Right the poop chute.
Right in the pooper.
I gave up after that. I'm not hunting in Skyrim anymore.
Hunt mammoths exclusively.
Oh, no way, man.
No way the giants will kick me.
Yes, they'll knock me into outer space and make me lose my weapon. Holy shit. Well, I, for one, am glad you're alive and you only got hacked. So it's not uncommon for us to go a few days without, conversing a whole bunch. But
yeah.
That message was like, what the shit? This is like a coast-to-coast shit.
Yeah, it is, too. It's just, and I know, I'm going to say this, but I know that no one's going to follow up on it. But whoever did it, if you could just come forward and let me know, I would feel a lot better. And I could at least know that it was a prank and we can all have a good laugh. We'll send you some stickers and shit, just because you got us. You did. Well, you got Mateo. I was completely oblivious.
Yeah.
To it all until I got all my shit back.
New patch of gray hairs, whoever did that. Yeah. Also, can you make a new recording of Mike talking about how he wants me to shoot him in a butthole with arrows?
Oh,
we have the audio right there. Just mix it around.
No, don't do it. Whatever you do, don't listen to what Mike says. He has no fucking clue.
Mateo, that's twice you said Mike.
What?
Never mind. You're alive. That's all that matters. Everybody.
I am the live. And I'm sorry that everybody got freaked out. But seriously, it freaks me out. And I don't, when did you get that recording, Mateo?
I don't know. I think it was the day after we had all those problems trying to record. That's why It was a little weird.
So, yeah. So you've had that recording for a few days now, at least.
Yes.
And I haven't been able to get in touch with you, but I didn't think it was weird because, like you said, we don't, days go by sometimes and we don't talk. And I figured we would be in, so when I got a hold of you today to record the show, and you'll have to post a screenshot of, I don't know, of our conversation or something, because I'm completely baffled by it. And Mateo told me to go listen to the end of the show, and I played it for my girlfriend and I played it for my kids, and they're like, what? They thought it was me, and it wasn't me.
You know, maybe we're just living in a new age with that shit now. I mean, there's some video game stuff that I'm seeing, and it's just
yeah. But why would they pick me, and why would they do that shit, and why wouldn't they pick you?
Because my voice is ugly and nasally. I'm sick right now, so I'm extra nasally. And our listeners are brilliant people. I mean, we have a lot of mega talented listeners. I mean, these could be some computer whiz who builds this shit in his spare time.
Just does voice copying, and that's all he does.
What if it was a dude and he just sat there for like months and was sitting in a microphone and going, trying to sound like
just
you.
trying to get it down. Yeah. Or what if this is just someone with a shitload of time on their hands that just chopped up audio from various shows to create that message?
That's what I was thinking. I thought somebody chopped up an SCP read because of your somber tone.
I mean, that's not, that could be, you might be onto something. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, I mean, that's kind of disturbing in itself too, that someone would have that much time to go through every bit of audio that I've ever said to create this wacky message.
Yeah.
And that would explain why there's the distortion, because it would cover up where it was edited together. I'm going to go with that one. Whichever one of you motherfuckers did that, though, seriously, let us know. And well done. And we'll give you some shit, because that's pretty fucking awesome.
It's impressive and flattering that you would fake Mike's voice.
Yeah.
And give me a miniature stroke. And sorry if anybody panicked. We're not going to stop doing the show. If we run out of paranormal stuff, we're going to record our phone conversations and put that out.
To get into that for a minute, we do record ahead of time typically. We're just kind of we're jumping ahead with this episode because of the current circumstances surrounding my disappearance. And I appreciate the "Where's Mike" hashtag too, by the way.
Yeah.
Although if you put that in Twitter, it's a lot of scantily clad women. Just saying. Yeah. Or no, not Twitter. I'm sorry. In Instagram.
Is that like slang for underwear?
I have no idea.
Huh.
But if you click on the "Where's Mike" hashtag in Instagram, you get pictures of scantily clad women. Don't know what that's about, but just throwing it out there. So we're putting this out ahead of time, but we're putting this ahead of other episodes that we were going to be putting out. But one thing that is interesting is that the son of a bitch who either copied my voice or edited my voice clips to whatever, in that message, they mentioned the human mutilation episode. And that's not one that we've recorded yet, but it's one that we've been talking about. And that's probably going to be coming out in the next month or so, I would say. So that's kind of weird. And I'm kind of, should we still do it, do you think?
I think we should. And if this is a real person trying to scare us.
Yeah. But it is kind of weird. But then again, I think I linked something to it on Twitter, so that's probably why they said that. That's probably it.
Yeah, that's a scary subject. When you mentioned that, or whatever, your doppelganger mentioned that in the recording, I was like, oh no.
Don't call it a doppelganger. That's so creepy.
Dude, just like there's Edbo and all the other variations.
What is there, Mike Bo now?
Yeah, there's Michael Ganger.
A Michael Ganger.
Oh, scary. Mike has a doppelganger.
I hope he's got a goatee. That's the only way you can tell it's evil Mike.
A jet black, long handlebar goatee.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And that's why that's not the case. It's somebody with a lot of time on their hands who is able to somehow edit me talking about not releasing human mutilation and talk about some dude following me and me chasing him.
Chasing you in a car. Holy shit, man. I was like, I'm going to have to fucking fly to New York. I'm going to have to fly to New York and tail Mike without him knowing and wait for some guy to pop out of the car.
You're going to be the guy who's following me, the big fucking creeper. It was you the whole time. This is a hoax perpetrated by Mateo. I just put it all together. You're the one that does all the editing for the show. Therefore, you took all the clips and clipped them all together to make me say that I was chasing dudes, and then coincidentally I got hacked.
I wish I had that much time. But you wouldn't see me. You would see some guy pull up behind you and get out of the car, and you'd go, holy shit. And then you'd see some big, giant, bearded guy come out behind him. You'd go, holy shit. I think that's Mateo. And you'd see me grab that guy by his neck and just shake it like a fucking dog toy. Oh! Then I'd go to jail. I'd be like, I had to save my friend.
I was choking a man in black. He was a man in black, damn it.
Yeah.
No, he was an old man in penny loafers.
He was trying to tell Mike his tire pressure was low, you crazy son of a bitch.
He was admiring his hubcaps, goddammit. And he just beat him up. He was 80 years old.
Well, that's what he gets. He's just lucky he wasn't a lizard wizard, because I would have took his goddamn
We all know what
skin
happens
off.
with fucking lizard wizards.
Yep. I would have walked away wearing an old man. And you would have been like, dude, that's a person. Or like, it looks like a person. It's part
it's
of
a suit now.
That's part of its lizard magic. It looks like a regular person. You've seen They Live.
So if you skin them and wear it, does it look like you're wearing human skin?
No, just the one that would have been following you. The ones that are in the jungle, they just look like lizard wizards all the time. It's part of like the benefit of being a natural lizard wizard, one in the wild, if you will.
It's only the urban lizard wizards that take on the human form. Okay.
They've learned special magic to be able to cloak themselves, but shit, yeah, then I'll be walking around with some old man skin on my head. Oh, shit. All right. Thank God I didn't fly to New York.
Yeah. That would have been bad news. Poor old guy.
Yeah, for that fucker.
He never saw it coming. And now he's got a broken hip.
Yep.
Sorry, Leon.
My friend's a dumb idiot.
Thank you for listening to the Whatcast. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, and YouTube. Enjoy the podcast. Get yourself a Whatcast t-shirt or a sticker pack. Who was that dude on that one episode? Try the links in Homie's page. All this and more can be found at www.thewhatcasters.com. Thanks again for listening and have a great week.